It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first and 10, here's Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's second and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And quickly finding Reagor. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. So opening drive, third down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
6-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second.
And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Steps away to his left. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz on target to Jalen Reagor. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score the opening drive.
I'm going to give her this box. Huh? My friend Toya said I'm going to give her this box.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Good. Makes the score Eagles 7, Ravens nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at the 20. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
From the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's Zach Ertz on the receiving end from Carson Wentz. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
As they doing good, they don't quit. It's pressure, man. Put this pressure on and see if you keep playing then.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Ravens.
All right.
Nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and 10. It's Jackson. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They'll run here with Ingram. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. From the gun, Jackson. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, Jackson. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Ravens draw a bit closer.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now Wentz will keep it. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. Wentz now on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now Jackson operating from the gun. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. Back to Brown, this time complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 68 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Got a lot of time to get 1 point. It's a little glitch. Good.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number 1 job, make sure they get in his sight line so you can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. 3rd down here.
And 10 yards to go.
Again, it's Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
Philadelphia.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. This ball complete to Rager. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and goal.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
He's going deep for Brown. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 40-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here.
No good.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. His throw incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And he'll make it 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scored.
Come on, man.
4th down.
That's a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Good play. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Flushed out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Jackson will throw again. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're able to whip this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson.
Block,
He can't
baby.
find
I
anywhere
need
to
a
go
block.
with it. And he
I
goes
need a
down.
block.
Derek Barnett.
I need a block.
It was a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Mark Ingram
Need a block.
brings up 3rd down.
Play action.
Give me a
Now
block.
Jackson
Give me a block.
steps away.
Give me another block.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down
Got
he
a block.
goes.
Block
Rodney
in front.
McLeod. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Scott on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st down, Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Third quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
14.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
The Eagle ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. It's before reaching the 10-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
9-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jalen Rager was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break, contain, and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a 4th quarter lead. The kick by Elliott is good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Brought down by Nate Gary.
Nate Gary.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. A crusher there as
going to a play that I never used.
Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard
never used
line.
that play.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Maybe that's why.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock, and a tight 1 point. So it's football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Loss of 2 yards.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Wentz to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
Humphrey on the coverage.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Wentz to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Baltimore.